Sun Devils at this point. Part of it, you want to obviously you want to score, but if not, you're at least trying to play keep away to the best of your ability. Arlene Schimmer.
Takes a little time down too if you don't pick up the ball right away.
Sends it, tries to send it to the opposite field.
Corey
Sullivan. Now to Lexi Delgado. Space to move. Has Schimmer to her left. That's where she'll send it. Schimmer finds DeHakis.
Good step by Nicole Douglas there. Looking out wide to Gemma Purfield, wide open.
She finds Gemma Purfield. Gemma Purfield a touch on the ground, off the foot. The Sun Devils a 2-1 lead. What a touch from Ava Van Dersen on the feed from Gemma Purfield. And just like that, the Sun Devils are on top 2-1.
Beautiful ball crossed in by Gemma Purfield. Right on the ground. And Washington State, the frustrations are just flowing. You can just tell right now that they're disgusted. And this isn't the way that they wanted it to be going for them at all.
Arizona State, the goal at the end of the 73rd minute. Now we're front half of the 78th minute. That's a pair of goals in under 10 minutes. Huge momentum for the Sun Devils. You could hear it from what is admittedly a very sparse crowd, but still impressive.
ASU has to continue this pressure up for the final, breaking down to the 10 minutes of this half. Keeps the frustration for Washington State, and really they only need to go down and keep possession of the ball and not give up anything that they shouldn't.
For Ava Van Dersen, that's her second goal this season. Gemma Purfield, her fourth assist. 4 assists that leads the team. Corey Sullivan now. Sun Devils would love another goal. Why not?
2-1 and 2-0 is one of the most dangerous leads in soccer, so ASU really should probably put up a third goal.
Frankly, I think that's one of the best goals I've seen from the Sun Devils this year. Beautifully executed. The through ball from Gemma Purfield right into the feet of Ava Van Dersen. So good.
You just knew when she played that ball across that something positive was going to come from it. Nicole Douglas making a push with Angela Boyle in the box.
Angela Boyle, her head, she scores! Another goal for Arizona State.
And they're going to say, no, she was offsides, and Angela Boyle is asking, what in the world? Nicole Douglas cannot believe it. She disagrees. And Coach Winkworth is not thrilled.
It's almost a smile on Graham Winkworth's face. He's in disbelief.
Micaiah Minnis, she's getting some good emotions out here on the field. Pretty happy with that after that second goal. She was just destroyed and on the ground. I think she almost thinks this is hysterical in a way.
So no goal in the play. It would have been Angela Boyle's first.
Washington State players down. Not really sure what happened, if she kind of just stepped weird or trainers back out onto the field once again.
Chris Lang attending to her. Can't quite see a number. 80th minute of action. Looking ahead to streams here on Pac-12 Plus again on Sunday. It's Sun Devil Soccer Stadium for Washington, Arizona State soccer. And then the weekend after, hey, we get some hockey in the desert. Nebraska Omaha comes to town for 2 games at Oceanside. And it's Arizona State hosting Stanford before basketball season begins November 6th. We're just a few weeks away from basketball season. What a time to be alive. Natalie Stevens entering the game for Arizona State now.
Washington State also made a sub. Alicia Overland is coming into the game.
So Ava Van Dersen, a fantastic goal. That's her second of the season. Sun Devils leading by a goal with 10 minutes to go, but it's not a safe lead yet.
Not a safe one at all. ASU just needs to continue to keep possession.
Maddie Wolf sends it up past Nicole Douglas. Missed opportunity.
Desperation is coming into mind for Washington State as these final 10 minutes come into play. ASU doesn't care. They'll continue forward and try to score that third goal. As we just saw, Angela Boyle had a beautiful header in the back of the net, but it's called offsides.
Absolutely gorgeous header. Again, had that been ruled a goal, I think 2 of the best goals the Sun Devils score all season.
And he's going to call that push in the back.
The official, he's been on top of things today. It's now 22 fouls, 12 on Washington State, 10 on Arizona State.
Brianna Alger sets that ball because Washington State doesn't want ASU to take any time away from the clock.
Corey Sullivan inside the box. Chance for Nicole Douglas. She doesn't have much room to move. It's Isabel DeHakis. DeHakis takes a shot blocked by the face of a Washington State defender. Ball taken away by the Cougars.
They got the counterattack going on, though.
It's a strong counterattack. That's Morgan Weaver. And
wasted away. She overpassed that ball out of bounds.
so the Sun Devils looking for their first upset since November the 6th, 2015. It was a victory over, at the time, number 23 ranked University of Arizona. No upset wins in the last 2 seasons. And no wins over a ranked team this year. Alexa Delgado, some space to move. Heavy
and
pressure being applied.
Call that foul. Surprised no card there because she was holding on to Alexia Delgado for quite some time.
And now Delgado's on the ground. The official checking on her was Megan O'Neill.
Coach Winkworth from the sidelines trying to tell his players where they need to go for this free kick so they can execute it properly. Looks like Angela Boyle's probably going to take this one.
Makes sense. Strong right foot of Boyle.
ASU has 4.
Off the foot of Boyle, the hand of Dolene, the foot from the Sun Devils, they score! Another goal for Arizona State. This time it's Natalie Stevens. Her first of the season. 3-1 Arizona State leads.
Washington State's putting that ball back at half, but nothing's moving until ASU's on their half. That was just gorgeous, Nick. It was really, that ball hit the crossbar, comes down. Nicole Douglas was right there, and instead of taking it for herself, she kind of passes it in, and Natalie Stevens puts that up and finishes it in the net.
And down on the ground was Emma Darlene. What an opportunity for the Sun Devils. Took a couple of players, but they got the job done.
Washington State just dropped back to 3 defenders as they put, looks like almost to be a 4th playing forward.
And Natalie Stevens, she scored 2 goals last year, her first in 2018.
At this point,
still time to play, but this game just got a lot tougher to come back from if you're Washington State. What a half this has been for Arizona State.
And you can imagine if Angela Boyle's goal would have counted, this would have been 4-1. But there's still an opportunity, like you mentioned, there's 8 minutes left in the game for ASU to score, and it's really been a beautiful half of soccer, especially coming off those 11 days. They had a lot of time to prepare for this game.
You have to imagine that break helped them.
For sure, especially when you're in the midst of Pac-12 play. Any team would take that advantage over their opponent any day.
So now Washington State maybe a little anxious. They'd love to score. But chasing it down is Nicole Douglas.
Puts that pressure on. And there's absolutely no reason why they shouldn't be putting pressure on Washington State. Because why not try to put a 4th goal in and you're up with 2 goals?
Sun Devils have scored 3 or more goals twice this season. That was 2 of the first 3 games of the season. 3-1 over Montana back on August the 23rd. 4-0 over Southeast Missouri State September the 2nd. And then 3-1 here over Washington State. What a win this would be for Arizona State.